Hello everyone and welcome to Fifth North. I'm Demir. In tonight's video, we're going to talk about the 5 reasons why I don't like riding at night. Alright, so let's start off by talking about, why maybe I would ride at night. I mean, definitely there's a lot less cars. Typically it's a lot cooler at night too. Obviously if you live in a place like me in Texas where it's hot right now, it's definitely a lot cooler at night, so a little bit more enjoyable from that perspective. Also too, if you're doing like a cool video, maybe like a pure sound video or just a cool vibes video, night can definitely add to that, right? I still love that exhaust note. It can definitely add to that, but let's talk about the 5 reasons why I don't like to ride at night. So number 1 is exactly that. It's you guys, the audience. If you look at the view right now, I'm sure all you guys can really see is just what my headlight shows you. And the reality of it is, filming with a GoPro or pretty much any other action camera that you would use to film a moto vlog, you're gonna have a hard time filming at night. That's just the reality of it. So, number 1 reason I don't like filming at night is like I said, you, the audience, because you guys don't get the full experience that you do riding during the day. You guys get to see everything during the day. You can see, things around me, things in front of me. If I flip to the other camera, things behind me, you can see me as well. Whereas, like this at night, it's just hard to see anything but what my headlight gives you. And then, from time to time, you pull up to a more lit up environment. But for the most part, you guys only get to see so much, right? So that's one of the reasons why I don't like riding at night, is because most of the time the footage is just not that great and I don't have a lot to work with. That, and if it, honestly, like, I don't even know if I'm able to use the other camera because there's no light shining towards me. It's just the headlight forward, nothing shining back, so chances are my other GoPro is going to be completely useless. Alright, so let's talk about number 2. So speaking of that whole nighttime vibe, riding at night, you got the city lights, all these great things. Well, the second reason why I don't like riding at night is because where I live, a suburb of Dallas, Texas, is a lot more rural, and so it's not the big city, right? Unless I actually go to like downtown or something like that, there are no big city lights. In fact, my area is mostly about, minimal light pollution, let's see the stars, all that good stuff, and so really it's pretty dark, so you don't really get that cool sense of like lights whizzing by and lights streaking because you're going fast, and all these different reflections off the bike, off your helmet, especially if you do the camera facing me where like lights are reflecting off my helmet, off my shield, all that kind of cool stuff. Those are really cool shots in the city, but again, this is probably the most lit up part of where I live, so there's really no city lights to enjoy. So because of that, again, not a huge fan of filming at night. Alright, so let's talk about number 3. So number 3, actually, you know what, before we go to number 3, let me give you guys a bonus one. I just got hit by the most gnarly bug of all time, and I can now barely see anything. So I guess this is a bonus in my top 5, so I guess there's a total of 6, but not counting this one. So the bonus is, out here at night, there's a lot more bugs. So when I'm riding at night, I just get bombarded with bugs sometimes, and when they smack you right in the shield, you just cannot see anything at all, and obviously that's not a good thing. So I'm actually gonna have to pull over and clean my visor because I can't see anything. Alright, let's pull into this gas station real quick and I'll get my visor cleaned off, because again, I'm having to like move my head up and down just to try to see around this big massive bug splatter. Here, I'll just grab a quick paper towel, give it the old wipe down, just get this nasty bug right off my face, and yeah, this is fun. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit better. Yeah, so again, bugs suck. Alright, let's get back to the road and get back to this top 5 list. Alright, get out of this gas station here real quick. Alright, so number 3, back to number 3. The other reason I don't like riding at night is, again, I live in a more rural area, which means that we get a lot of animals at night. So anything from as small as a squirrel to possibly I don't know, you can have a deer, you could have a possum perhaps, maybe a raccoon, maybe, you know, a coyote, a wolf, who knows. There's so many different animals that I've seen just kind of shoot out into the road, and the last thing I want to do is be doing like 60, 65 on a bike and all of a sudden have an animal half the size of my bike standing right in front of me, right? And so that's always sketchy for me, is you want to have fun, you want to ride fast, you want to enjoy it, but always in the back of my mind there's that extra level of stress, worried about, is an animal going to jump out real quick? Am I going to have enough time to react? Am I going to see it in time? And so that adds a little bit of extra stress, where like during the daytime I can definitely see if an animal is coming, and so I feel a lot more comfortable and less stressed out. Number 4 of why I don't like riding at night is actually going to relate right to that previous point that I made with number 3, and that's going to be my ability to outride my headlight. So what I mean by outride my headlight is, it doesn't take much speed for me to be moving so fast that my headlight can't see far enough ahead of me to give me enough time to react if something were to become a problem. Whether, you know, the road turns, there's a pothole, or there's an object in the road, or there's an animal, or a wet spot, or whatever the case might be. Realistically speaking, once you get past like 45, 50 miles an hour, your headlight really is not giving you that much room ahead. And in some cases, yeah, you can turn on your high beam to give yourself more you know, vantage point, more view out front, more distance, more time to react. But in a lot of scenarios like this one, you can't turn on your high beam, because then you'd be blinding oncoming traffic, and that doesn't work. So number 4 for why I don't like riding at night is because I outride my headlight way too quickly and way too easily. Right now I actually don't know where I'm going. Should I go? Well, I guess I'm trying to figure out a place that I can go that has maybe more street lights to give you guys a better view. I'm just worried about the footage being too dark, and I don't think this is going the right way. Here, let me flip a UE real quick. Maybe if I go back this way and go through the little historic downtown, maybe there's more lighting. Although it is Sunday night, and I'm fairly certain that everybody's asleep and that there is not going to be any lighting, but let me double check anyway. Alright, let's take a look down this street here. Yeah, that doesn't look much better, actually. That actually looks way worse. Yeah, no, this is way worse. Okay, let's flip another one. Let's go back where we came from. And I go back to the whole number 1 of this list, right? You guys being able to see. A big part of this YouTube channel, you know, the entire part of this YouTube channel is the audience getting to see the video. And so riding at night, if I go to too dark of an area, you guys don't see anything. So now I'm having to kind of hunt around for a place that's better lit. Again, back to another number on my list. Number 2 is where I live is not a big city, so there's not a lot of city lights. So anyway, let's go back this way and see what we can find. Go back over this gnarly railroad crossing here. There we go. Okay. So yeah, the reality of it is, it's the lighting is a real issue, right? Whether it's outriding my headlight, whether it's animals, whether it's you guys not being able to see, all those things come together, and lighting plays a big factor. So, all right, let's keep on going down this road and see where it takes us. All right, so let's talk about number 5. So the number 5 reason. Wait, is that yep, that's a popo. Alright, let's make sure we're good. Yep, we're good. Okay. So yeah, number 5 on my list of reasons why I don't like to ride at night is going to be that people who drive cars don't see motorcycles all that well during the day. The reality of it is, if you're riding a motorcycle, you know that most people riding or driving in cars don't see you, so you have to be extra careful and keep an eye out to make sure that they don't run into you, run you over, whatever the case might be. So if they have that hard of a time seeing you during the day, it's just that much worse during the night. During the night, people are more tired, people are paying less attention, they're just trying to get home, whatever the case might be. I just feel like the risk is a lot higher at night. And so if the risk is higher, that means I'm having to pay more attention, which means my ride is not as fun or as enjoyable. There's more stress, all that kind of, not good stuff. And so if it takes away from the fun, I don't enjoy it as much, and therefore I don't want to do it. So anyway, that is my list of 5 reasons why I don't like to ride at night. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button for me. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button as well. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go ahead and head back, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Peace.